While he seemingly performed a feat few filmmakers had succeeded in when Dune to the big screen, director Denis Villeneuve believes Blade Runner 2049 could have potentially been a far more devastating blow to his career had it failed. Having made his name with features including Sicario and Arrival, Villeneuve brought Frank Herbert's influential sci-fi novel to the screen with a two-part adaptation released in 2021 and 2024 respectively. While Villeneuve is set to close out his tenure on Arrakis with a Dune, Messiah adaptation, he is also set to explore the life of Cleopatra in a historical drama. During a recent BFI London Film Festival panel, per The Hollywood Reporter, Villeneuve explained that one movie he had made prior to Dune made him feel more dread than bringing Herbert's world to life, that being Blade Runner 2049. After having to build himself up to feel that he was ready to tackle the sci-fi drama, Villeneuve decided that the risk would be worth it, as he would be both pushing himself further but would at least be able to end his movie-making career on a personal high note. Furthermore, Villeneuve also admitted that he may have learned of the project's development earlier than he potentially should have, having inadvertently witnessed the meeting to produce the sequel, while also going on to recall why he ultimately was chosen over Ridley Scott directing it himself. What Villeneuve's comments say about Blade Runner 2049's risky production. Other directors faced similar fears. For many film enthusiasts knowledgeable about the development of Blade Runner 2049, it may be unsurprising why the movie was an incredible ordeal for Villeneuve. While the director had shared his concerns about taking on the project in 2020, two other potential directors with incredible prestige had already passed on the project. When development had begun on the project, Christopher Nolan was named as the original filmmaker intended to helm the sequel, though the Oppenheimer director stated he never intended to take on directing the feature in 2020. Furthermore, even original movie director Ridley Scott had signed up to direct Blade Runner 2049 in 2011, but would depart the project to work on Alien: Covenant. As such, Villeneuve was taking on a task even experienced filmmakers had struggled with. Our thoughts on Villeneuve's filmography successes. The director has succeeded where others have failed. Prior to Villeneuve's Dune's release, few had any faith that an adaptation could properly translate the novel to screen. Ever since 1971, various filmmakers have made their own attempts at bringing the story to life, from Alejandro Jodorowsky's ambitious 1970s attempt to David Lynch's now cult classic 1984 movie, several miniseries, and smaller scrapped attempts. Furthermore, the director had to face uncertainty that Dune, Part 2 would even be produced with complications brought on by changing release strategies to account for the COVID-19 pandemic. Nevertheless, even with Blade Runner 2049 falling short financially, both it and Dune are clear successes in the long term. Blade Runner will expand with a new series, and Dune is breaking the taboo of past adaptations and going beyond Paul Atreides' rise. As such, Villeneuve has cemented himself as a powerful voice in modern Hollywood, and proven he is capable of taking on even the most daunting of tasks.